Alright everybody, so the final trailer for the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie is officially out. So we're going to just go over that really quickly today. And then we're also going to talk about the delay of the movie and why it actually happened. So as soon as the trailer gets started, of course, Sonya Blade is talking about the tournament itself. And then we see this statue here of Raiden. And then after that, we get our look at Shao Kahn yet again. In sort of the same light as how we saw the Great Kung Lao. It's kind of like this sort of animated, possibly a flashback. But I don't know if this scene in particular is trying to promote Raiden versus Shao Kahn, which would be, I guess, kind of a throwback to the old games and also the MK11 trailer, where you saw Raiden and Shao Kahn going face-to-face in the Mortal Kombat Coliseum. But again, notice that Shao Kahn's armor is the exact same as what we saw in MK11. From the hammer, from the helmet, from the armor, it is all a copy and paste from MK11. Even if you notice on his arms and his shoulder, you can see sort of like these fangs, or like these sort of spikes coming out of him. In the older games, he never had this. This was just debuted in the in Mortal Kombat 11, and the theory behind why he has the spikes is because Onaga, when he took him away from MK, I think it was Armageddon, apparently that like merged the two together, so now Shao Kahn has the power of Onaga and his older powers, and together he is probably the strongest Mortal Kombat character in history. And then in the new trailer, Sonya talks about how they see new species, and of course we get a face look at Goro coming out of this cage-like thing. It looks like a farm to me. But of course, when she's talking about new species in the trailer, of course she's talking about Shokan's, which is Goro's species. Along with this, you have Goro, Kintaro, and Shiva, who I really hope to see these two somewhere in the movie, whether it be through dialogue or even a flashback scene, because in the older games, it's always been Goro, Kintaro, and Shiva being the sort of Shokan representatives. And then we get a shot here of them, I'm assuming that's Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and Raiden in some sort of Coliseum area. And notice there's this statue on the right with a ponytail. To me, that looks like Fujin. It would make sense because it kind of looks like his Mortal Kombat X design. We finally get a closer look at the dragon itself, and again, it looks amazing. The CGI that went into this movie is fantastic, especially this scene here of Shang Tsung coming out of this dark portal thing. To me, those dark portals look like something Noob Saibot creates. And then after that, we get to see Sonya using her energy rings, and that is an iconic move from her moveset. She's had it ever since MK1, where she basically has these like laser things on her hands, and then she shoots like sort of pink purple rings. It's a bit weird, but they're actually bringing that into the movie, which is good. Pays homage to her old self. And then you get a shot of Kano asking about how if he has superpowers at this point. So does that mean when the movie first starts, Kano doesn't have his laser eye, but maybe he gets it later from... Okay, so how he originally got it in the games is Jax sort of beat him to a pulp and just took his eye out, so then he got replacements for it. So I guess at that moment in the movie, he doesn't have the laser eye, but later on he does get it. So now let's get over the delay. So the movie itself was supposed to come out April 16th. However, it was delayed to April 23rd. And a fellow Mortal Kombat content creator known as Uncaged Games came up with this theory, and I don't see any other theory making much sense other than this one. So they're putting it out April 23rd. Do you know what came out April 23rd? Mortal Kombat 11. So they want to put the movie on the same day as the video game. And Uncaged Games also brings up the idea of the NetherRealm Studios making some sort of MK movie event for the game. Because I'll be honest, right now, Mortal Kombat 11 is a bit of a dead game. There's not much fun to it. There's not much new content coming out for it, so players are getting bored, myself included. So if they were to add some new MK stuff like DLC skins or even like a Combat League, even though everybody hates Combat League, I think that'd be a good way to sort of get players back into the game, and I like how they're doing that. But anyway, yeah, so overall, movie coming out April 23rd, do I think it's going to be good? Of course I do. Let me know your opinions down in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Have a great day.